And welcome to another edition of Football Friday Night. I'm your host, Dwayne Lindo. We're in week 4 and are now getting ready and getting into conference play. One team you wouldn't expect is looking to go 4-0, and plenty of exciting games tonight, folks. And if you scored a touchdown in Manatee County tonight, you might just be mentioned on this show. We start with our game of the week. The Palmetto Tigers riding high off their huge win against Riverview last week, traveling to Braden River, playing without their star running back, Knowledge McDaniel. Let's get to it. We've heard this name before. Braden River's Brian Batiste starts it off with this 6-yard run, 7-0 Pirates at this point. Palmetto answers, though, late in the first quarter. The coach's son, Anthony Marino, finds LeJontay Wester for 27 yards. We have a good one here, folks, a 7-7 ball game. The crowd is liking it, too. Second quarter, it's Brian Batiste on 4th and 1. He turns on the Rockets and scampers for 26 yards to give the Pirates the 14-7 lead. And later in the second quarter, Brian Gagg with a pass to Clyde Towsend, and he coughs it up. Palmetto recovers. The Pirates tame the Tigers, though, for a score of 31-28. Lakewood Ranch's coach, Chris Colton, and the Mustangs have a tall order looking for their first win against the stacked Venice Indians, one of the favorites to win Class 7 District 11. I can guarantee you, though, the Mustangs were ready and seemed pumped up for the matchup. But right off the bat, it's these two, the 6'6 quarterback Hayden Wolf to Zach Fryer for the easy score. Extra point is good, 7-0 Indians. And it gets worse. You see there the Mustangs deep in their own territory, and they turn it over. Indians have the ball. Now the handoff to guess who? Brandon Gregory. And just like that, we have a 14-0 ball game. Lakewood Ranch band and cheerleaders trying to rally the troops, but no. It's Wolf to Zach Sessa, who is also the kicker. Another Venice touchdown, 21-0 at this point. The Indians score on a safety, and then this. The handoff to Brandon Gregory, and basically walks it in for 35 yards. You see it there. It got ugly in a hurry. Venice handles business, though, riding off their state championship. They win this one easily, 65-0. And I got to tell you, the area teams in Class 5 are immensely better than they were last year. These teams are starting to play with a lot more discipline. This includes Wauchula Hardy and Booker. The Hardy Wildcats ranked top 10 in the state. They square off on Orange Avenue tonight. Booker High School is feeling the love tonight, wearing some new digs at home. Check them out. All white and gray uniforms manufactured by Under Armour, which the school signed a contract with this summer. But will it translate well on the field? First quarter, first drive, Hardy takes advantage. Taking only a few minutes to score on Quentin Lindsay, he scores 1 yard. They go for 2, but don't convert. It's 6-0 Wildcats. Still in the first, Wildcats' next possession, it's running back Jean St. Louis. 2-yard touchdown run. They try to go for 2 again, but they're denied by Booker D, 12-0 Wildcats. Next Hardy possession in Tornado territory, and this big pass to Trenton Roberson for 5 yards. This time, they get the extra point to make it 19-0 Hardy Wildcats. This was a rough one for the Tornadoes, ladies and gentlemen. They fall 49-0. And so far, we've been pretty lucky. The last few seasons have produced torrential downpours, subsequently postponing games to another date. In some cases, those games were never made up. But this year, FHSAA approved a new rule that will eliminate that. If a game is interrupted due to weather, teams will effectively be required to finish the following day or set up a mutually agreed upon date by 9 a.m. the next day. Manatee School District Athletics Director Jason Montgomery says this new rule for interrupted games is a vital one, especially while incorporating the point system.
And with the point system last year, what was happening was you had teams traveling from all across the state to play each other, and it became a real problem in trying to figure out how to handle cancellations and delays. And it even got to the point late in the season where point values were then becoming, it may be a situation where me playing you became less advantageous later in the year because we already knew where the point system had us as far as the ranking goes. This takes all that elimination and guesswork out of it.
Another rule change initiated by the FHSAA is that all teams are now able to increase their roster size during playoffs from a maximum of 60 players last year to 75 players this year. Still to come here on ABC 7 Friday Night Sights and scores from around the Suncoast. plus one unlikely team trying to go for their fourth win in as many weeks. Those highlights coming up after the break.
We're Tornadoes, and you're watching Football Friday Nights on ABC 7.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Earlier in the show, I spoke highly of Class 5A teams and how well these teams are performing. The Bayshore Bruins, dare I say, are 3-0, looking for their fourth win tonight. Southeast also playing competitive ball, beating Lakewood Ranch last week. Early in the first, Seminoles driving in Bruins territory, and they cough up the ball right on the 1-yard line. The Bruins don't capitalize on the turnover. And at the top of the second, though, Seminoles quarterback finds his receiver, Ty Warren Davis, who slides right onto enemy territory end zone for the touchdown. Great score for them there. Second quarter, the Noles are on a roll. Cheerleaders are seeing it too. They put 3 more points on the board with this field goal. And Bruins tried to answer, but they get denied. Seminole defense just too much, getting knocked back 15 yards, you see there. It's just a tough night for the Bayshore Bruins, and they don't get their fourth win. They get the loss. Seminoles beat the Bruins 24-7. Our next Class 7A matchup, the Northport Bobcats travel to Sarasota trying to rack up another win under their belt. But the Sailors looking for their first win on homecoming night. The crowd and the players are pumped for this one. Even the first-year coach, Spencer Hodges, knows this is a must-win. But it's Northport that strikes first. The handoff to Jalen Y as he bats off defenders for the touchdown. And what's this? The Bobcats go for 2. And it's number 2, Jalen Y again, with a group of blockers helping him convert the 2-point conversion. 8-0 Bobcats. Sarasota has the ball, and it's Barvensky with a pick six, takes it to the house. And it's 18-0 at this point. They score a field goal, and it's Sarasota City Commissioner Hagan Brody, a Sarasota graduate, doesn't like what he sees. He's trying to rally the troops. And some good karma, Sarasota fights back. It's Keandre Collins, no relation to ABC anchor Ray Collins. He runs it in for the score to make it 18-7. The Sailors, not done yet though. They punt, Northport fumbles, and the Sailors recover. It sets them up good in good field position. They get a field goal out of it. The Sailors squeak by the Bobcats, 30-26. They get their first win there. Now let's take a look at scores from around the Suncoast. We start off with some Class 8A matchups. Manatee looking to bounce back after a loss to Braden River last week. They win big, I tell you what, 42-7. And Sarasota Riverview Rams, they play Steinbrenner, also in their district. They win that one, 14-7. And also, a couple more scores here. Ida Baker Bulldogs, they're out of Cape Coral. The Charlotte Tarpons lose to them, 44-6. Tough loss for Charlotte there. Also, the Seahawks of Cape Coral, they beat Port Charlotte 31-29. Port Charlotte gets their first loss of the season. The DeSoto Bulldogs play Lemon Bay Manta Rays, another Class 5A matchup. The DeSoto Bulldogs pull that one out just by 2 points, 24-22 DeSoto. And Shorecrest Prep, the Lightning, they lose big to St. Stephen's. Remember, St. Stephen's, a great team. They won the championship the last 2 years. So kudos to them. Also, the Out-of-Door Thunder play Bradenton Christian. Out-of-Door Thunder beat Bradenton Christian 40-24, big win for Out-of-Door. Also, Orlando Christian. I think IMG White probably beat IMG Christian, but Orlando Christian, I think, maybe pulled this one out 34-28. Now it's time for a great part of the show here, Friday Night Sights. Tag those pics on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mysuncoast.com every Friday night, or hashtag FFN7. The first pick we see here, it's a Sarasota band, Sarasota cheerleaders. They're doing it up, trying to rally the troops for Sarasota High, and obviously they win, so they did their job. Kudos to them. And the Sarasota there again, but you know, I mean, they're that good that we have to show that picture again. So again, kudos to the Sarasota Sailors for that win, and the band as well to cheering them on. And also we have ROTC at Sarasota. They're doing it up as well. I'm sure they cheered on the Sailors. And the last pick we have, oh, that was the last pick. So just a reminder, folks, this year you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at the name on the bottom of your screen. And please, every Friday, hand in those picks. Coming up after another short break, next week's matchups and our Fan of the Week. Stick around.
We're the Hardy Wildcats, and you're watching Football Friday Night on ABC 7. Woo!
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. With Camrys and Corollas, your choice from $19,900 to $15,000. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, canoeing, camping, and more. or challenge yourself on Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy a Deep South dining experience. Book your adventure in one of our members' lodges or stay at the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. RAVs and Highlanders from $26,900 to $2,900. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Now, this is a great part of the show. Time for our Fan of the Week. And in this case, it would be Fans of the Week. Right here, the Southeast Seminole cheerleaders. Southeast Seminoles, they beat Bayshore. I think they upset Bayshore because remember I said earlier in the program, Bayshore at 3-0, they wanted to go 4-0, but Southeast Seminoles kind of put the kibosh on that, and I think the Seminole cheerleaders probably had a lot to do with that. A few of the games next week, folks, that we need to look out for. Tampa Alonzo at Riverview. Northport's playing DeSoto County. Also, Lakeland, Lake Gibson at Palmetto. Fort Myers at Charlotte and Sarasota at Port Charlotte. I think those are our big matchups for next week. And you need to tune in because this is where you get our highlights and all the great scores. Stick around.